Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm so excited because today I'm throwing open the doors to my very own show, to my very own radio hero, Jane Hall.
I mean, it's only taken 9 months for this reunion to happen on this show.
We are so excited. We've made an opener especially for her. If you were a fan of Chrissie and Jane on another network, please don't go anywhere. She hasn't lost any of her naughtiness and spunk and rudeness.
Does she still have the best hair in the industry, Swanee?
The best hair, the best everything. I mean, I'm totally obsessed with her and you will be too.
We'll be putting someone else in the draw to see Kylie Minogue live in Las Vegas. Next, though, $500 cash is up for grabs in Who Am I? Given this week how it's gone, it'll probably go off at $500.
Oh, and I'll lose my job.
Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissie Swan's Who Am I?
Naz, I'm sure you are on the edge of your seat wondering how the birthday...
Hi guys. Yes, I am.
Oh, are you wondering how the birthday cake went that I made for my sister last night went?
Yes. How did that go?
It went amazingly. We opted for the Eton mess and we put in a whole lot of vanilla into the cream.
Great.
It's Peg's thing. She made it all from scratch-ish.
And decorations I was worried about.
Decorations, meringue. There was the feature of it, Maz, and just go with me here, was it's all in a big like special parfait glass thing. And then in the middle was a meringue nest filled with cream and then stuffed with blueberries. That was the feature.
Yum.
Oh, beautiful.
Love a blueberry.
I'm going to give you $500, Maz. I can feel it in my waters, and if I do that, I'm going to lose my job. So it's been great. It's been really a wonderful, wonderful experience. I've got 5 clues here about a particular celebrity, and I've also got $500 cash. I'm just doing this because I've got to.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks to Queen Baking. They're going to pitch in for the cash that I've given away.
Clue number 1.
I am a female Australian athlete. What's the first one that comes to mind? Have a crack, Maz.
Yes. One crack. 1 second. Kathy Freeman.
That was a really great guess, but it's not Kathy Freeman.
Clue number 2 for $400 cash.
Both my father and older brother were professional Australian rules footballers. I mean, clearly we've made this so hard because I've given away $1,500 this week and it's so obvious.
Well, that's what happens. You get punished.
Oh, thank you. That had to be me, didn't it?
Clue number 3. Don't give me that look.
Maz, this isn't fair, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, you can thank Chrissie for this, Maz. Clue number 3.
I have appeared as a brand ambassador for Powerade. I'll get... She's like, you wouldn't have... this time last year, you probably wouldn't have known her.
Hayley. No.
I love that feeble little Hayley.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not Hayley. Clue number 4 for $200 cash.
I am a Matilda.
Come on. She's...
Matilda. Yep.
Come on,
Amanda
Maz.
Kurtz.
Get it out. Yes! Yes! It's $200. It's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, Maz.
That's all right. It was hard.
Good on you. Good on you. And tomorrow is What Cake Am I, isn't it?
It sure is for Friday.
Could be $1,000, but I'm telling you it won't be.
Coming up next, sweeping statements.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
No one, especially women of a certain age, should ever feel invisible, disconnected or unimportant. Priceline Pharmacy celebrates you and all your uniqueness at every age, because at Priceline, it's always a festival of you.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
Swan's sweeping statements.
We want your unpopular opinions. Last week, I said, it's a groundbreaking statement that avocado should never be served warm. And somebody posted on our Instagram account, Chrissie Swan Show, if you want to follow it. You're not the boss of me. Something like that. You're not the boss of me. And look, I am not the boss of you, but also they are the rules of sweeping statements and unpopular opinions. You cannot fight someone. You
cannot.
Just got to accept it.
There were also, whilst we're on the topic of food, a lot of comments yesterday I saw after you taught us how to build the perfect salad roll.
Yes.
And someone shaded you for not including beetroot, and I'd like to clear up that you did include beetroot after the fact, I think.
Of course, there must be beetroot.
There must
be. In fact, that is another sweeping statement. Do not give me a salad sandwich unless there's beetroot in it. Not interested.
The only time, though, I remember as a kid, Mum wouldn't put it in our lunches because by lunchtime it's gone rank.
Really?
Yeah.
Same as avocado.
Yeah. You got to eat it fresh if you're doing it with beetroot.
I don't know. No, I'm going to say no. Wendy, you're wrong. Do you have a sweeping statement today?
I do. I believe turbulence is fun and one of the great thrills of life.
What?
Yeah. After our trip home from Sydney last week,
Yes.
when we went to Priceline's Beauty Prescription Live,
Yes.
it was quite turbulent. And this is a tip for anyone that is scared of turbulence. You've just got to learn to embrace it. And I think it's like one of those things that you are just
It's a good lesson.
It's out of your control.
Yeah, it is.
So if you turn it into like a fun thing, like imagine you're on like a ride at a theme park. I don't even like theme parks. But you've just got to like take in the exhilaration and accept you've got no control and enjoy the fun of it.
Yeah, enjoy the fun of plummeting to your certain death.
Because that's not going to happen. When's the last time you heard of that happening?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't happen. That's right. That's what I tell my kid when I look over to my left and my 12-year-old is just silently weeping in turbulence.
Swan's sweeping statements.
I love this segment so much because most of the time my reaction is, what? Jess, what is your sweeping statement?
Okay, so my statement is that alternative milk, so anything that's not from a cow,
Yeah.
is no longer trendy.
Okay. Were they ever trendy?
Well, I'm just basing this off what I hear people order at cafes, and I'm
Okay.
hearing less almond, soy, oat, all that stuff, and more back to the original.
Oh,
So,
you're seeing a swing back to your full-fat dairy.
Totally. I've always been full fat,
Yeah.
and I stand by it, but I'm not allergic to anything.
No.
But I just reckon people that were choosing to order alternatives are coming back to the light. That's my... I stand by that.
I love it, Jess, and no one is asking you not to stand by it. I am a full-fat milk girl too, and I just think life is too short for skim milk.
Yeah, that's true. I wasted a lot of years on skinny milk, and it did nothing for me.
Jess,
so I'm
haven't
back
we
to
all?
full fat.
Haven't we all wasted so many years on low-fat rubbish?
I'm still in my skinny milk era.
Why, Jess? What do you think of this? Jack, tell your order.
I drink a skinny latte with 1 sugar, Jess.
See, if I were you, I would trade the sugar and come to full fat, and you're going to enjoy your coffee
I
more.
don't even think I'm worried about the sugar element. I like the sugar to sweeten it up. The reason I go with skinny milk is I feel like it does taste ever so slightly waterier, like a little bit lighter than a full cream milk.
Oh, God, life is too short. But the rules of sweeping statements is I cannot judge you for it. Thank you so much, Jess. Are we giving away some prizes? I think we
Yeah,
are.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Jess.
Oh, Kirsty, what is your sweeping statement?
Well, I've just been told it's kind of atrocious, so let's see what you both think. My sweeping statement is that Vegemite belongs on pancakes.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay, I love this because I think Vegemite belongs on anything. I love Vegemite on crumpets. I love it with tomato. I love Vegemite. I'm a Vegemite lover. The pancake, let's talk about that. Is it a sweetened pancake?
No. So the pancakes that Dad has always made are just a very basic pancake, no sweet, no sugar, and they're a bit crepe-like, so it's going to be a thin pancake. And the trick is, now this is the trick that took us a long time to learn, but the trick is you have to put the Vegemite on first and then slather it with butter, roll it up.
Oh, Kirsty, how wonderful.
Kirsty, can I ask, the best thing for me about Vegemite is the butter and Vegemite combo.
Yes.
And on toast, the butter obviously melts beautifully. Does it still melt like into the pancake
Yeah.
like it would on toast?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Like
Okay.
if it's straight out of the pan and it's like steaming
God.
hot, you get the like bit of however much Vegemite you like, no judgment, because everyone else does it differently. But you put your Vegemite on and then your butter and roll it up really quickly and it melts and it just until.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that this weekend. And I know that you said everybody, no judgment on your Vegemite amount, but I will judge you if you put it on too thick. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. Rachel, what is your sweeping statement?
Hey guys, pizza should only be eaten with a knife and fork.
Oh, Rachel.
I disagree, but I love the sweeping statement.
Rachel, how have you found yourselves in situations where you're just staring at someone from across the table as they hoof into it with their hands?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what other people do, I guess, but I need the knife and fork. Makes it a lot easier and less free.
I know it does, but there's something so delightful about getting that greasy, cheesy wedge and just gently pinching the crusts together, and then it becomes like a cone and it fits. Oh, my God, I love pizza so much.
Watching you just do that was like watching food porn, and now I need pizza.
Oh, my God, can we get a pizza?
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Rachel. Let's really quickly finish with Vanessa.
Hi guys, my sweeping statement is that I believe that any restaurant that has photos of their food on the menu is a bad restaurant.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
Fresh this morning, all over the news, is the fact that Jada Pinkett Smith, she's doing some publicity for a book that she's written, and she sat down with Hoda from the Today Show in America, not our Today Show, not the great Sarah Arvo and Carl Stefanovic.
Hey, Arvo.
Sat down with her in America, and she has revealed that her and her husband, Will Smith, have actually been separated for 7 years.
Crazy.
Unbeknownst to us. This is what it sounded like on the show.
Why a fracture? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
And I just felt I've gone through the roller coaster of emotions. I'll play you another grab. Obviously, separation is generally accepted to be a preamble to a divorce.
Yeah.
But no.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
She can't break the promise. She said to him early on, as everybody does when they get married, till death do us part. So they haven't divorced, and it's not clear on whether they're going to. When I first read this, I'm ashamed to say I felt betrayed.
Did you?
I did. I thought, why don't we know this?
Yeah.
Why don't we know that they're separated? We all went through that Oscars thing where he was defending his wife's honour.
When they weren't even living together at the time.
And they were separated. Then I kept on reading, and I realised it is none of my business what they're doing. It is none of my business.
But don't you think somehow they've made it our business by being so public and open with everything else, especially Jada on that awful red table talk she used to do?
Oh, God, I can't stand that.
Oh.
That is such a hate watch for me, but I watch it anyway.
Totally. Don't you think it's somewhat... like, and she even told us about how she cheated on him with another woman not so long ago.
And a man.
And a man.
And a man. She's been in a relationship with somebody else many, many times. It's still not our business.
Right.
It's still not our business. What is your take on the fact that they've been separated for so long and have obviously she definitely has had relationships with other people. What is your take on it? Because I've landed at something that makes sense for me.
Okay, well, I've got two things. I think, A, what a great narrative to publicise your book. That makes me want to buy the book. But my second thing is on that divorce comment.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a stupid comment. Like, that's why divorce is there. Like, don't be an idiot. Don't, just because you made that promise, I think as adults, you should be able to sit down and say, Will, I know I said this 10 or 20 years ago. It would have been over 20 years ago. But look, we've got to a place now where I think divorce needs to happen. Let's not have blurred lines. Let's split up and divorce, and then we can both live our lives as single people. Like, it's just frustrating.
See, for me, that's the line that I got to in the article that made me go, oh, I get it. Because I have made promises, secret promises.
Right.
About things in my life. And I'm not going to break them.
Really?
Yes. Everything. That's why I walk so much, because naturally you go, that's why it's there. I'm going to do that. And then you go, how can I make this work without breaking the promise I've made to myself and to others?
Yeah, okay.
And that's what made sense to me. Plus, I figure this. They might be of the opinion that, yes, they got married and they had the ceremony and blah, blah, blah. It was just the two of them. They've gone on to have children. So my big thing is, once you have children with someone, it doesn't matter if you get divorced. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if you fall in love with someone else. It doesn't matter. That person that you've had your children with are going to be in your life forever. That is the bigger commitment than marriage, I think.
I get what you're saying there, and it's absolutely true. They are just going to be together forever because of the kids. But don't you think once the kids are at a certain age, they probably can then divorce and make that final so they can go on and have further relationships or other relationships?
Maybe, but then that's where the promise has come in.
Okay.
It just made sense to me in that moment. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And also, they are so public, and sometimes I feel like when you're that famous, there's got to be some things that aren't for sale. There's got to be some things that is just Jada and Will. Not Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith and Men in Black and blah, blah, blah and the Oscars. It's just them and the commitments that they've made to each other.
But then I completely hear what you're saying. But then on the other hand, it's like, well, they're not... Even the Jada and Will stuff isn't secret anymore because it's in this book that she's plugging and wants us to buy. That's what we're trying to buy into, the secrets.
That's true.
Between the two of them. Also, I just find her insufferable, so I just don't think I can ever...
I do. Tell us your personal story.
I did interview Jada on the other show we worked on Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, and I found her incredibly rude.
Really?
Yeah, I was probably 21 at the time, and I was about to go to LA. Remember that first American trip I took?
Yes.
And I asked her for tips on where to go and like
Yeah.
where she thinks I should go, and she goes, ugh, I don't know, ask my kids. I was like, well, I don't have Jaden's number. Okay,
Yeah,
Jada.
no, how rude.
So rude.
How rude.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, yes, it's the best day of the week, Thursday on the Chrissie Swan Show. And it's an even better Thursday because we are about to welcome to the studio Jane Hall, Australia's sweetheart, star of All Together now, Country Practice, Neighbours, and most recently Wentworth. And my dear, dear friend, we've been so desperate for her to come in.
It's taken so long to get her into this studio. And for sort of people that have listened to you on radio for several years,
Yeah.
there was a few years there, Swanee, right, where you guys did a breakfast show together and a afternoon show like this.
Exactly. Jane and I were the first all-female metropolitan breakfast show in Melbourne.
Huge.
We were, and we worked together day in, day out for 3 years, including me breastfeeding on air, and I mean everything. We've been through absolutely everything together, and I just can't wait to see her.
And she's got a scathing sort of take on popular culture, so we're going to do Hall's hot takes
Oh God.
with her. I wanted to be scathing about me, like I wanted her to say something mean about me. Is
I
that
think
weird?
she might like you. You might
Damn
be
it.
on the very, very limited list of people she likes.
I'll try anyway. Hey.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Hello, Tony. How do you do this beautiful day?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Tony with an I. Are you excited because Jane Hall is coming up? Are you familiar with her work with me on the airwaves?
No, I'm not at all.
Well, you will love her. She is sassy and quite evil. Kylie, are you across Jane Hall? She is coming up in a moment.
Well, she reminds me a little of you.
Yes.
Sassy, but not so evil.
Correct. Now let's get one of you a bum bag. You know how this works. Your name is your buzzer. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with the money can't buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. I don't even have one, girls.
Okay. I'll share it with Chrissy.
Thank you. Question number 1. Model Gigi Hadid, it's just a name I love to say,
The best name.
is rumoured to be dating which Hollywood actor and star of A Star Is Born?
Kylie. No idea.
Yes, Kylie.
Bradley Cooper.
Correct, Bradley Cooper. Fremantle is a port city in which state?
Kylie.
Kylie?
WA.
Correct.
This next one is for the win, Kylie.
On this day in 1987, an Aussie rock band released their breakthrough album called Kick. What band am I talking about? God, I loved this album.
No idea. No, I'm lost on that too.
That sounded like a little fluff. It was The Great In Excess, and I remember very clearly entering a competition in Dolly magazine. Did we all love Dolly magazine?
You so did.
So did. They had a competition, and if you wrote in 25 words or less why you loved the album, they would send you a picture disc, and I won it.
That's sick.
Remember the picture discs?
Yeah, I would have frothed that.
It was amazing. So that point went begging. We're still 2 to Kylie, none to Tony.
Question number 4.
Name one dish that bechamel sauce is used in.
Tony.
Yes, Tony.
Lasagna.
Correct.
You're on the board. Question number 5.
Question number 5. Pat Rafter represented Australia in which sport?
Kylie.
Yes, Kylie, for the win.
Tennis.
Correct, my baby. What are you going to put in that bum bag? I reckon it'd fit 2 tennis balls for sure.
Oh, I'll give it a crack.
Give it a crack, girl.
Congratulations, Kylie.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
And gosh, we've waited a long time to get this woman in here. Welcome to the show, Jane Hall.
I couldn't be any happier to be here. Thank you, Chrissula.
Now, it is an absolute Trojan horse because we would get you in here to talk about anything, but you do have... You were pitched to us.
I was actually pitched.
Yes, yes.
And you said yes.
Are you joking?
The honour that I feel.
You're on Luxury Escapes. Please tell me, is this like the best job ever?
It is the pinnacle of all jobs that I've ever had. You and I know how much I enjoy any kind of luxury.
Yes.
And to be actually paid to go overseas to an exotic luxury destination, and that is French.
Yes, it is.
To be actually paid and to stay in hotels that I wasn't forcibly ejected from because I couldn't pay for myself was an absolute delight.
I mean, the only downside is possibly that you had to go with Miguel.
No, and it may be seen from the outside as some detracting.
He is an angel.
He is an angel. What you see is what you get. I don't think, you know how we like to say that you, Chrissie, are a life enthusiast.
Yes.
Well, you have met your match
I have.
in Miguel.
Yes.
That man is a ball of joy.
Is he ever sad?
No, he's never
Or
sad.
tired?
No,
Does he
never.
ever get tired?
No, he's like a wind-up. He's one of those wind-up plastic toys that like taps across.
And does he love everything? Like he loves
Everything.
the room, he loves the breakfast.
He loves everything. I cannot tell you in 8 days that I was with him, there was not one negative thing that came out of that man's mouth. It was absolutely intoxicating to spend time with him.
The show is streaming now on Binge.
It's on
and
your
Foxtel.
Binge.
Yes,
on Foxtel Lifestyle, but you can actually get it on free to air at some point. I believe it might be on Channel 10.
Oh my god!
And it's on at some 6:30 or so. Look, check your guides, peeps, because
Yes.
it's going to be in there.
Okay, great.
And yeah, there'll be our names in it, and you'll be able to find Dubai. Which
How
is where
long
we went.
did you spend on your capsule wardrobe?
So long.
Your looks were
long.
great. You
My
looked
looks-
fantastic. I even texted you about it, remember?
You did, and thank you so much for that. If I ever get a text from you, Jackie Charles, I feel as I've made it. I really do. I spent a long time on my capsule wardrobe
Yes.
and also my capsule footwear because going to the desert, one must wear covered footwear. Otherwise,
course.
one's toenail polish melts in the desert.
Oh my god!
And that's an actual thing. And
Wow.
and I had to have like varying levels of heel according to which fancy luxury restaurant we were attending. So I got these beautiful dresses from this. Do you know Bonnie and Neil? You know Bonnie and Neil, the
No.
homewares brand?
No.
You do because you own stacks of it. I
Do
probably
I?
bought it for you.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You're an ignoramus with labels. However, she's done a capsule range of linen and silk dresses. Now, I only wear your natural fibres.
Yes, she
Right.
does. Yeah.
So I was in absolute heaven and they were gorgeous and I felt fabulous. I had to buy things like your statement sun hat, your statement sunglasses. I loved my statement sunglasses until I saw Paddy Pinkcake wearing them.
Yes.
And then I felt I felt let down by that.
Of course not. No, they went straight into the rubbish.
They haven't been seen again.
Facebook Marketplace, if you will.
If I could get enough money for them, yes, I would flog them off for sure.
Now, Jane, it is a joy to be here communing with you on the
Thank
airwaves.
you. Thank
And it is
you.
actually our natural home. You
It
and I
is.
were the very first people to do a national show at 3 p.m, the 3 p.m. pickup many years ago.
Yes, we did. We loved that.
And so listeners across Australia will be, going, We've heard these ladies before. Well, that is where you've heard it.
It's R.I.P. though.
It is R.I.P.
It's very sad.
And of course, we did breakfast for many, many years
We did.
in Melbourne.
We did.
I searched an email last night, Chrissie and Jane audio
Lord.
from our show, and
good
I give to you the gift of only 1 minute of many hours, many hours of rubbish that we spewed forth. Please enjoy.
Thank you for being a friend. I'm choking on oats.
Well, you will shovel them in.
I'm not shoveling them in. Listen, go yourself.
Did you just swear at me then?
No, I didn't.
Actually, I really need to have a piss.
I'm not as nice as you, Chrissie.
I think everybody knows that.
Well, sure, but I've wanted to punch out a few actual staff members. Does that count?
Has anyone ever wanted to punch you?
On a daily basis, I'd imagine. Lily Allen's a naughty little creature and I adore her.
Yeah, she has a lot more fun than you'd ever be allowed to have.
You're right. I mean, I wouldn't even be capable of it, would I?
No, you'd be so upset with yourself for enjoying your life.
Exactly. Robbie Williams, would you rather eat a poo that tastes like chocolate or a piece of chocolate that tastes like poo?
A poo that tastes like chocolate. Easy.
Can you delete all this or I'll get my ass kicked even more? You know what? Don't call the lawyers. I'm all right.
Oh, what a joy.
Wow.
Will you stick around for more talk of oats and poo?
Oh, I so would. I can think of nothing I'd rather do.
And make sure you check out Luxury Escapes TV's newest celebrity episode.
Paul's Hot Take.
Paul's Hot Take.
Wait on an opener. I got an opener.
Yes, you did.
Good Lord. Let's get stuck in.
Yes. You have never minced words.
No, I have not.
And I do not expect you to start now, my friend.
Okay, fair enough.
We're going to give you some current affairs topics.
Oh, well, you know this can only go one way, don't you? You know, I know nothing about current affairs.
Totally negative.
Absolute nothing.
And we just need your hot take on them.
All right.
Got it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
sure.
kick things off. Victoria and David Beckham's new doco Beckham.
Oh, where do I start? Now, I spent years maligning that poor little hamster. Did I not?
Yes, you did.
Oh, Victoria, go and get Craze from the high chair.
Yes.
Now I am deeply, deeply in love.
How gorgeous is he?
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Not to mention, there's been a stirring of the loins.
Really?
Yes, and I tell you, I do not say that lightly. The man is deeply attractive.
Been dead from the waist down for
many years, a good decade.
Wow.
But yes, I absolutely loved it, and even Victoria showed herself to be quite a human.
Wonderful.
I know.
A gorgeous couple.
In need of a hamburger still.
I mean, of course.
Yes.
Jane Hall's hot take on the Beckhams is a tick.
Is a tick, yes.
Taylor Swift in general.
In general. Okay, I'm not a Swiftie.
No.
And I loved folklore.
Yes.
But I believe I have outed myself only just moments ago where I said I haven't listened to Taylor Swift's new album yet, and you went, it's not new.
It's not new.
At least a year old.
It's old.
I'm
now.
angry with the ticket fiasco.
Yes.
I'm angry for people about
Yes,
that.
yes.
And I don't think it is fair, and I don't think anyone warrants this type of hysteria.
Well, it is what it is. Next hot take. Schools banning the mullet hairdo.
Well, I think it's an excellent idea. No one should get around with a mullet.
Really?
Yes, I don't like it. And your children have had hairstyles that I haven't approved of.
Have they? What are they?
Well, you know, just general sort of unkemptness. So I don't have a problem with hairstyle regulation, if you will.
You have the most magnificent hair
and
in
there
the
is
biz.
not a Russian in sight
I
in there.
cannot believe
And
it.
no supplement. I asked her up there if you
supplement.
take supplements.
No, I
Nothing.
don't take anything. No, not even so much as a hair oil.
Wow, Jane.
I've always said it.
Hello.
One of Melbourne's great beauties,
Thank
Jane
you
Hall.
so much. Aging beauty, but still.
Margot Robbie and
Yes.
Ryan Gosling reuniting for an Ocean's 11 prequel. What is your hot take, Jane Hall?
Well, I haven't seen Barbie yet.
What?
No, I know.
You worked with her.
Yes, I know, but she wouldn't remember me now.
Yes,
I don't
she
think
would.
so.
Yes.
Oh, look, I don't know. I adore Ryan Gosling and I adore Margot Robbie, and they haven't made a successful Ocean's whatever movie for nigh on 25 years. The only way is up.
Yes.
The only
agreed.
way is up.
Now, Barbie is streaming now, so you don't have to leave your house, old hermit.
Terrific. So
Yeah.
I can see it from the couch.
100%.
The blue linen.
Yes, you can have your Are you still mad on those honey chicken and soy chips?
Like you would not believe. Entire dinners are made of crisps.
Now, news today, which you're probably not across, Jada Pinkett Smith has revealed that her and Will Smith have actually been separated for 6 or 7 years.
Really?
Revealed today.
Really? And
what is your
have
take on it?
Zero care factor on that. I almost said of who is this of which you speak?
Jane, I've got 2 hot takes I'd like to ask you. The first one. Bum bags. Chrissy's obsessed with bum bags. Yes. I hate them.
I know,
what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, they're an acquired taste, and she has tried to force one on me as well. But I don't need to go back to 1982 when I ate a legitimate one. I really don't need it.
But what about on me?
Yeah, on you. On you is gorgeous, but I prefer the croissant over the shoulder, the iconic bag from Uniqlo.
I have that. I wore
it. Don't get up yourself about it.
No, I have that and I wore it around my waist.
See, that's wrong.
I know it is.
That's
I can
wrong.
see it now.
And look, since I lost my waist, though, because it has disappeared, that's one of the special joys of menopause. But I think perhaps I should go back into the bum bag because it may give an illusion of the waist.
Last hot take, Jack.
What is your hot take on me?
On you? You are just a delight. And I've said this before, if I'm in need of an upper of any kind, I will get on the socials and I will see what you are up to. Yeah. And I will live vicariously through you and your youthful deliciousness.
He can get you some other sorts of uppers if you need them, by the way.
And I am well aware there is no one else I would turn to.
Jane Hall, you are a delight. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence today. We've been so excited. Hit her up on Luxury Escapes. It's TV's newest celebrity episode and it's featuring Jane Hall and Miguel Mastre. Find it on Binge, Foxtel and free to air soon, Channel 10 and 10 Player. I love you so much.
I love you too, Crystals.
5 nights in Vegas, $1,000 spending money and Kylie Minogue live. Hi, this is Kylie Minogue. It's Chrissy's Kylie Cassettes. Kylie's new album, Tension, out now, featuring hits Padam Padam and Tension.
Last Friday, we had the honour of calling Sarah from Ipswich and telling her she's on her way to the sold-out residency in Las Vegas. Tomorrow, we are going to be sending someone else, the very last person. This is it. And there's only one more spot to get in the draw. Melissa joins us now. Hello, Melissa.
Woo! Hi!
You are the very last person that's going to have a crack at this. How are you feeling?
I'm super excited. You should feel my heartbeat right now.
I know. Padam padam, am I right?
Padam padam, all right.
Have you listened to the new album, Melissa?
Yeah, a couple of times.
It's great. Can I recommend a song in there at the moment? I'm loving One More Time. It's fantastic. Tension, it's available to stream and download now.
All right, Melissa. I'm guessing that you're a fan because if you've already got the new album and you're fully across it, I'm just going to take it that you are a big fan. Do you know how this works?
I do. I'm just hoping I don't go Brum-Lincoln free.
Okay, just breathe. Put your listening ears on. We're going to play you our warped cassette of a Kylie song and you've got to guess what the song is. We're going to be timing you on your guess as well. And tomorrow, whoever's guessed their song correctly in the shortest time will win the trip. Now, somebody fluffed it this week, so there's only 3 spots if you get in. You got a 1 in 3, all right?
It's awesome.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Are you ready?
I'm hitting play on the cassette.
Yes, Melissa, that is it. You are officially in the draw.
Oh my God.
Is this one of your favourites as well? Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Imagine you sipping on a little martini and enjoying Kylie live in her residency at Las Vegas. Hopefully it's you tomorrow, Melissa.
Everything is crossed and I'm spinning around.
Yes, you are. Absolutely.
All right, we will be back tomorrow, Swanee, and our Sunrise host, Nat Barr, is joining us.
Yes.
Ahead of a massive interview she's doing this Sunday night.
If you're across the case of Kathleen Folbig, who was wrongly jailed for the deaths of her 4 children, you're not going to want to miss this insight. Don't miss it.
Bye.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.